Scorpio? It's your girl Jay, the High Priestess, back at it again with your general tarot reading for Scorpio, Sun, Moon, and Rising for Aquarius season 2023, baby. Be sure to check out your Sun, Moon, and Rising. Patreon gets everything first. Patreon.com/justjeverything. For free content, check out my Instagram at justj_everything. TikTok at justjeverything. And for other dope shit that I do, my website, justjeverything.com. Scorpio, hydrate, baby. Entering a fellow fixed sign. So I do think some of your hard-headedness is going to ramp up or be exposed. All of the important astrological transits are in the Aquarius season astrology video, so be sure to check that out. All the links for everything are in the description box below. So Scorpio, finally, Mars is direct. Mars will be in shadow until about March 15th though, so like the full relief we're looking for won't be there until a little bit later into March. Pluto is now direct in Capricorn and getting ready to go into Aquarius, where it's definitely going to be shaking shit up. We'll cross that bridge when we get to it. But hydrate, light it if you got it, as we create a safe space for our benevolent ancestors. Mother God, Father God, Mother Earth, thanking you for the most useful, helpful, and divinely aligned messages for Scorpio, Sun, Moon, and Rising for Aquarius season 2023. Kiss from a Rose by Seal just came on. That's why that smirk came on. There may be bouts of nostalgia coming up, especially in regards to like family, in regards to siblings. There's definitely going to be shifts or like recalibrations in regards to how you connect or communicate with siblings in some sort of way. And emotional mastery is really important. Scorpio, Sun, Moon, and Rising, Aquarius season wants you first and foremost to identify and examine what exactly is making you feel weak. Who is making you feel weak? What's going on with your relationship to control? Do you have a firm grip on what is actually within your lane of control? What's actually within your realm of control? There may be somebody with Leo placements that's playing a big role, someone that is a parent or a father figure maybe playing a big role. Your relationship to courage, your relationship to your heart, to vitality, to authenticity is coming up. There also may be shifts in your cat's behavior. Those of you who have cats, there could be some sort of shift in the cat's behavior or in a connection with your cat, getting a new cat, getting a cat. But there is something here about vitality. There is something here about willpower. What just came out were the Fool and the Two of Swords. But at the center of the reading is the Two of Swords. What's keeping you willfully blind? What are you afraid to look at? There's way too much emotion, way too much feeling, way too much intuition that's been on the back burner. Aquarius season is going to really show you where you're blocked, what you're not seeing correctly, what baggage needs to be released so that you can really take a leap of faith, so that you can really be courageous. Your relationship to faith, your relationship to this Aquarius or to this Aries, I feel like is strengthening. There's something about like what you're willing into existence and how, and you're okay, for a lot of you, the willpower or the energy, the physical energy that you need to will something into existence has a lot to do with your emotional baggage. And there's some stuff that's coming up that needs to be released. Both cards of the Sun So there's definitely, maybe you have Leo placements, a Leo sun, moon, or a Leo moon or rising, or a Venus. But Scorpio, I feel like things are being revealed, things are being illuminated. There is some hard reset and a need to really tap into your potential to have faith in yourself, your potential. And also there's like risks coming up. Some of you, I feel like, are finally, like, Mars is direct, Mars comes out of shadow, and you're turning away from being the scaredy cat, or you're turning away from maybe this Gemini, Libra, or Aquarius, or turning away from somebody that's treating you like an option, or maybe you have options and you're now realizing who you want to choose, or what you want to choose, or what you want to be entwined with. But with the Two of Swords at the center of the reading, I feel like your decisions are important, like your micro decisions. What you do on the day-to-day basis leads up to, you know, what happens on a bigger scale. So it is time to look at your regimen, look at what you're methodical about, looking at how you spend your day-to-day energy, because there's still so much that you want to do and you don't know where to start. And you would know where to start if you would be brave enough to be honest about all this like combative energy inside of you. I feel like you're needing way more physical activity. You're needing way more social activity. Some of you also are not seeing things clearly, or experiencing some sort of combativeness with someone with Aries, Leo, or Sagittarius placements. Or this could just be feeling overwhelmed, having way too many things on like your to-do list or on your plate. I feel like also some of you there's drama in your life, or like a lot that needs to get addressed, but you just may be feeling or dealing with procrastination, or having a hard time getting stuff done. And it feels like once you, final card, final message being the Queen of Swords, which is Sun in Aquarius. Once you do your part of transmuting your pain into power, once you do your part of articulating how you actually feel, it feels like it's like whatever it is, you gotta just look at it. It's funny, I had Libra looking, and there was a point in time where there was no Libra, and Libra was Scorpio, so it makes sense that there's a lot of stuff that you're needing to look at too. You're needing to look at your relationship to weakness, your relationship to control, your relationship to risk, your relationship to power, your relationship to your physical activity, your energy. I feel like has a lot to do with a lack of physical activity. I also feel like there's this new relationship with yourself that you're needing to cultivate. There may be somebody with Leo placements that I feel like you're ready to charge towards, or take a risk with, or leap with. There may be somebody with Aquarius or Aries placements coming in and really inspiring you to change, or inspiring you to harness your energy into something, encouraging you to take a leap of faith. There's just so much potential. All planets are direct right now as I'm filming this, and there's just this need to make sure that you're willing to see everything clearly. It all doesn't have to be a fight. I feel like also why Mars was retrograde in Gemini, there could have been some sort of drama that took place that that you've been having an issue with addressing, and I feel like no more issues addressing it. It's time to tend to duties. It's time to tend to being direct and fair in all of your dealings. There also may be somebody with Gemini, Libra, or Aquarius placements coming in closer to Pisces season that I feel like is going to help you articulate your feelings more, is going to help you really say what needs to be said. It's interesting, even I'm talking really quickly, and that's not normal. I feel like there is just this clarity that's coming in, a clarity in the mind. And that comes from you really figuring out, hey, I've been trying to control some shit or steer some shit in a direction that isn't my job to do. This is going to be a juicy plunge, and we're going to look at what's going on with like where you're needing to loosen your grip, or where you're needing to loosen your control, or, you know, what has you feeling weak. But I do feel like there's this evolution in your ego. And your ego often, like, it's time to familiarize ourselves with how these different aspects of ourselves are speaking to us. from my research and clients and experience and blah, 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 the ego I have deduced is very loud. It berates you. It says stuff over and over and over again, and it wants to keep you safe, but it'll end up keeping you fucking stuck if you don't check it and put it in its place. And so there could be a need to pay attention to the difference between how your ego is speaking to you and how your insecurity speaks to you, how your hope speaks to you, how spirit speaks to you. It's time to like familiarize yourself with the sensation of your spirit. There's definitely people with Aquarius placements, or somebody that is very future focused, someone that is maybe rebellious in their thinking, or someone who's very like spontaneous or a little like quirky around you. And they may be putting you on guard, or there may just be people in your life who are like pulling you to move faster than you're ready to move. And I feel like it's important for you to really enforce your boundaries. Say what needs to be said. Empower yourself enough to speak up. Tell it like it is. Especially the closer that we get to Aquarius season, and the closer that Pluto gets to Aquarius, it's going to be easier for you to just like, this is how it is. So with this shifts in color, there's a lot of yellow in the beginning, and then there's this blue towards the end, and that makes sense. I feel like we're coming into Aquarius season with like this solar plexus chakra activation, and I feel like there's this gumption, there's this motion, there's this drive that comes in mid-March that's really gonna reveal to you what's kept you from activating this drive, what's kept you from moving forward, what endings. There's also stuff with symbolism, numerology. I feel like it's just like seeing behind the veil in some sort of way. And some area of your life you've been prioritizing logic and needing things to make sense, but baby, everything is real and everything is fake all at the same time, and we know this at this point. So there isn't any like useful way, I feel like, to prioritize logic. Like, yes, things need to make sense, but also you're a fucking Scorpio and you're a spirit having a human experience, and your spirit needs to be in the driver's seat. And whatever hard reset, whatever cycles need to be broken, could have been something from the last 8 months, the last 8 weeks. It's just time to like cut it. The price is too high. You got to cut it. And I feel like whatever baggage, whatever has been weighing you down, once you release it, all of a sudden the sun shines brighter. All of a sudden there's like clarity. There's a path that's paved before you. And it's not so hard to trust. It's not so hard to take this leap of faith. I feel like you're getting out of a place where you're just starting to trust yourself more. And that's beautiful. And I hope that, you know, our connection has contributed to this in some sort of way. But I do feel like whatever drama comes up, do not evade it, but it's important to address if this is worth your time or not. Don't be caught all up in the mix and get all in mixing in the middle of shit that is just going to, you know, siphon your energy from you. And the closer that we get to Pisces season, whatever mental fog or whatever clarity, whatever confusion comes up, the confusion can be resolved by way of words, saying what you feel, saying what needs to be said, addressing things head on, addressing things directly, fairly, checking your tone, checking your word choice, checking your delivery, making sure that you're, you know, you can be a little, you know, love you. But I do feel like you articulating yourself and you acquiring more information, you educating yourself, acquiring more knowledge will resolve whatever confusion comes up. This season is all about you establishing a new relationship with yourself, establishing new nurturing habits, new self-love, new financial wellness. I said wealth. Financial wellness habits. And that's going to make you look at what needs to be, what you need to walk away from and what you need to cut ties with so you can make room for new stuff that wants to come in. Now, over on Patreon, we clarify each of these cards and get to the, you know, the heart of it. So I hope to see you there. Let's get into it. For the full version of the video, go to Patreon.